2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA.
All right, man, let's see what we got going on here. Let's see what we got going on.
Justin Tucker set to boom this
See what that new playbook talking about.
From Atlanta. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Let's try some things out, man.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now Penix to the air right away. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Moore, the man in motion. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll throw with Penix. And this one's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Penix. Here's a diving catch right side. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. And London, the motion man right. On the bootleg, it's Penix. That's to his running back, complete. Into space at the 45. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, 72 yards. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off the option, here's Henry. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Jackson now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, they time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, 65 yards. And the Ravens are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. A gutsy call. 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it, because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big-time play.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Moore, the man in motion. Here's Penix. And this pass is caught by London. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Moore, the motion man right. To the air, Penix. To the right side, and he's got Moore complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 7-7, our score after 1. Second and 15. In motion goes McLeod. And looking to throw, Penix. That one deep for London. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London, 42 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 70 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. And looking to throw, Penix. He finds Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Moore, the man in motion. Operating from the gun, Penix. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Rondale Moore, 46 yards. And the Falcons have moved out in front.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Extra point by Cooper up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll try and throw for it here. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
If there's one thing they are lacking in, it's confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that 4th down. He put them on his shoulders, though, and paid off the big-time gamble.
From the gun, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Second and 10. To throw is Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Going deep for Walker. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Moore, the man in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
They'll throw now on the final play.
That one deep for London.
And he's got it inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes.
And now this will be the final play of the half, as with no time remaining, they'll try and add 2 more to the lead right before intermission. And it's going to be caught. Not sure why they went for 2. They do get it. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The handoff, running left, Henry.
They'll get this to about the 38. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Now Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the 2nd half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Henry up the middle. shoves him aside. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, 44 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll throw with Penix. And he takes a shot.
All game, and they got it